They say if you do this in the beginning of the video, it's supposed to help with the algorithm and get you more viewers. I'm not really buying it, but I'll do it anyway just to test this theory. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. My name is John, and this is the Be More Fox YouTube channel. Man, what is that noise? Check that out. That's awesome. I forget what they call them, but it's one of them two-rotor helicopters from the military. Anyway, if you clicked on this video, you probably just want to see a nice turbo, big turbo. And I don't blame you, because I want to see it too. But, so, if you don't know, the car is a Foxbody. It's been a stock bottom and LS deal since I put it together 4 years ago now, something like that. It had a 4.8, now it's got a 5.3. I put it together at the end of the year. I only got 4 runs on it, and it showed a lot of potential. And at the end of my last video, I said, you know, it'd be nice to have a better turbo. I'll just play the clip. Like I said, there's more left in it. I couldn't be happier with the whole combination. The only thing I need now is a bigger turbo. But I'm also thinking in the back of my head, I got that aluminum LC9. My mind's always thinking about this. It's all I think about. My mind's always racing on what I can do better and how I can do it. So definitely the top thing, I would like to have a turbo, because this turbo is just out. And I know it would go stupid quick with like a 91 or a 94 on it, a 91 or a 94 on it, a 91 or a 94 on it. All right, so once the season was done, winter came, ice, snow, all that, put the car up, and then it was my decision to figure out what the plan was, what I want to do. I had an idea, but, you know, nothing was really set, so I just kind of spent a lot of time thinking about what the plan was. So I reached out to a few turbo companies to see if they would want to work with me, as I'm a growing YouTube channel. You know, the Instagram's pretty active, getting on Facebook pretty well. I mean, I even started doing like TikTok and stuff. And I spoke with a lot of people, but one company really stood out. You know, I'd be crazy not to want to work with these guys, because some of the baddest cars around, all the videos that I've ever seen, they always run this turbo. And without giving it away, let's just go check out what I got out here. So if you don't follow me on Instagram and Facebook, which you should, you'll know that I sold all the turbo stuff off the car. The turbo, the intercooler, the hot side, cold side, manifolds, everything is gone. Sold up in Long Island, New York, I believe. So that leaves us with a box. All right, so here's the box. As you see that name right there. So as I was saying, for years since I even had this car, I've always seen and heard videos, comments, posts online of, you know, it's got a Jose 85, it's got a 98 from Jose on it. And, well, it's not just Jose. You know, he's got a whole team. It's FIS in general. You know, these are some of the fastest, craziest cars out there with these turbos. And, you know, when you see a lot of something, fast cars, you know, that only means one thing. So when we talked, you know, that was top of my list, number one, because, like I said, the history of them, obviously they know their turbo stuff. They make power. And I've never really seen anything bad about forced inductions ever. It's always nothing but good. People chasing goals and hitting records and just doing a lot of good stuff. So obviously I wanted to go with them. And we worked out a deal, and I got one bad turbo that I'm about to show you guys. There it is. And for the best part of it, I gotta say a huge thank you to Jarrett Rivera over at Forced Inductions for making this possible. He's behind all of this right here and everything in this box. So it's a 1-of-1 turbo specifically made for me. It's black like I wanted. It's a 94 104 ball bearing, completely billet center section. Let me flip this over to see the beautiful billet center section, ball bearing, 94 104 T6 132 housing. So this thing should be good for as much power as I'll ever want to make with this car. Definitely one of the nicest things I've ever had, let alone on this car. I love how this thing just keeps on spinning. I've never had a ball bearing turbo ever, so this is a huge upgrade for me. So obviously, to make a whole new turbo kit, I needed to buy all new material. So I got these stainless 2.5-inch V-banded turbo manifolds from eBay, straight off the boat from,
let's say, China.
Then I got my hot side piping from TISS Fab, 2.5-inch brush stainless. And the brush stainless looks so good and super high quality. I got my turbo flange, that's T6 to dual 2.5-inch. I got V-bands from there. I got some flex bellows for the hot side since I'm going to be solid mounting the turbo. And all the wastegate piping. So while I'm editing this, I just wanted to throw it in here. If you go on their website, I believe it's tissfab.com. They did it for the month of January when I ordered, but they're extending it all through February. They have like an inventory discount going on right now. Then at checkout, use John Doc's LS Nasty code. You end up getting like 30-40% off your whole order. Everything is on sale and everything gets discounted. I got that whole box for like $200 shipped, and that's all the hot side piping. That's aluminum, some aluminum stuff. That's V-bands, 5-inch V-bands. You know they're expensive. A turbo flange, all the wastegate piping, the bellows. I mean, the bellows alone are like $100. A turbo flange anywhere is like $150. So I suggest if you're building a hot side or anything, or even if you just want to get it to stock up, TISS Fab, awesome quality, awesome products. They got titanium too. So if you're into that, check them out. So I got a box from Snake Eater. Shout out to Brad. He's been supporting me continuously since day one, and I really appreciate it. I love all their products, and I've never had any issues with them. Right here, I have a 102 throttle body with their IAC revision. And then to go along with that, I got a Motion Raceworks HD quick release clamp. That's 4-inch to 3.5 for the cold side piping. And then I have the V-band straight from the turbo to the intercooler. I also picked up a Rife sensor. This is the intake air temp. Apparently they're the best, so we'll see. And then this is a first for me, a Maven mount for the turbo. I've never used one of them, but it's super high quality. And then we have a 64 to 66 Mustang rad that everybody uses. That'll give you a hint of where the turbo is going to be mounted at. So as you can see, I got parts rolling in pretty good right now to start this whole process of pretty much rebuilding the front end. So I'm still waiting on a couple more things. One big thing from my other sponsor, Team Z. If you know, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. It's going to help tie this whole front end together, and it's going to be very nice to have as well. It's something I've been wanting for a while. But this video is just mainly about the turbo. I wanted to show that off. Huge thank you and shout out to Jarrett and the whole Forced Inductions team down there in Alabama. I really appreciate them hopping on board my program and I guess believing in me. It's going to be a game changer having this turbo. It's a nice piece. It's a work of art for sure. I can't wait to hear it. I can't wait to have it on there. I can't wait to see the differences that it makes in the car. I know that T4 was really choking out. So not only am I going to a T6, but I'm going up 14 millimeters in turbo, a nice turbo at that. So huge thank you to them. They were actually going to get me set up with twins, twin 72s, I believe. I really debated on it. I thought about it for a week, and it just didn't cross my mind to have this car with twins this year. So I just stuck to what I know and what I like, and that's a single. Maybe one day down the road I'll throw twins on there. never know with me. Not my whole thing is I'm not made of money, so I can't just build this one time and that be it. So every year I try to make a big upgrade and change to just make the whole vehicle better. Last year I did the inboard coilovers. The year before that I did the Pro Dash and the CAN-IO module. So each season I try to just make it a little bit more nicer, usable, more data, just to elevate the whole program. I'm gonna try to get out way more this year. I know I said that last year, but I want to really try to get out more and just have fun and enjoy it and hang out with guys that are like me. So I've rambled on enough. Thank you, FIS. I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video to see what else I got coming for this whole front end rebuild. Thanks for watching.
That's good.